Elon Musk is no more than controlled opposition. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders, the great millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Now I just wanted to do a quick video on Elon Musk. Now if you're somebody who is well researched and you've done a lot of digging in your research, you will come to find out that the ones who truly have control over all the governments of the world are the so-called elites through their so-called elite banking systems. And through these banking systems, they pay these governments and everybody who work for these governments a certain amount of money to keep them pacified and obedient to do their will, to act out their little schemes. So when you look at someone like Volodymyr Zelensky, when you look at somebody like Black Lives Matter, you know, when you look at some of these Antifa protests, which don't get me wrong, some people who actually go to these protests, they're really about that life, you know, they're really about it. But for the most part, man, there's just a lot of phonies there, you know. There is a lot of them is just going there because they want to be seen on camera, you know, or whatnot. But there's always a agent who is the head or the leaders of these kind of groups. We call them controlled opposition. Okay. Now, while it may seem like Elon Musk is opposing this NWO agenda, he's not. He's working for the so-called elites, just like Joe Biden, just like Donald Trump, just like Obama, just like all of these other presidents who were known for being Freemasons. And I'm talking about third-degree Freemasons. And for you to be a third-degree Freemason, you have to be pretty high up in the ranks. And in order to move up in the ranks amongst the Freemasonry, you have to do all kinds of abominations, which is not something that I really need to talk about in this video. But what I do know is that Elon Musk is no more than controlled opposition, okay? He's being paid by the so-called elites to act on the behalf of the favor of the people, when really he's not. You know, he's only leading you people right into the New World Order agenda. Through what? Technology. An idol. You know? This pseudoscience. This false science. So whenever you see something like Bill Gates poured millions into dark money fund attacking Elon Musk, this is no more than controlled opposition. Okay, both Bill Gates and Elon Musk, they're both working for the so-called elites. Okay, they're just puppets doing as they're told. Second Corinthians chapter 5 chapter 2 verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Now Satan here is not talking about the spiritual demon Satan. This is talking about the physical counterpart of Satan here on the planet, who are calling themselves white people, but we say so-called white people because they're red. Okay, the biblical Edomites, starting with the so-called elites, trickling down to the rest of their nation of people. So it says, lest Satan, the so-called elites, and those that run the Illuminati and those that run the governments, lest they should get an advantage of us. Who are the us? The ones of us who are well researched, who look into these things. Whenever they present some pseudo information like this, we're not ignorant of their device. So lest they get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. As you see right there, we're not ignorant of his devices. Okay. Also, let me get that in Ephesians for chapter 5, verse 15. Okay, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. So, we got to walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. And the word wise means to see. And the only way to see in the dark is to have the oil. Okay? So if you have the oil, you'll be able to see through all this this acting that they're trying to put on here, And you'll be able to see that what they're doing is no more than leading the people into a trap. So verse 16, it says, redeeming the time because the days are evil. So with that, I'm going to say, Shalom. Is on to the next one.